You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching.
You're listening to Independent TV 7. A judgment of the year as it runs out. A verdict like no other. The nation, a news track, Nigeria. Self-determination is a fundamental right that cannot be subjugated. Justice Akintola. Agitations for self-determination are not new. They started long ago as people who speak the same language and perhaps share the same faith and boundary resolve to come together as one. Their common affinity is the sole determinant of their struggle for a common entity. The struggle is usually long and tortuous wherever this set of people seeks to quit a nation state. In some cases, the state labels them as rebels and go all out to kill their struggle. At times, the agitators too pay with their lives. Is there anything wrong in agitations for self-determination? No. The answer is no, says Justice Ladiran Akintola of the Ibadan High Court in his verdict on the case of Yoruba Nation agitator Chief Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, against the federal government. Yes, Nigeria was virtually drowned in the wave of such agitations in the outgoing year. Groups and people rose in some parts of the country, demanding that they be allowed to go. The agitations were pronounced in the southwest and southeast. That of the southeast, however, took a different bent. The arrowhead of the campaign, Nnamdi KANU, wanted secession, having traveled that road between 1967 and 1970. The elders who witnessed the 3-year civil war during which 1 million people were killed, did not want the region to go that way again. Yet KANU, who is in custody facing treasonable felony trial, found support in the youth who have been holding the region down, with a weekly sit at home order enforced every Monday. Well, self-determination and secession, the same thing. Are they the same thing? That's the question to be answered. Well, I would say there have never been a sin or crime, succeeding, seeking for self-determination. And the question which is, are self-determination and secession the same thing? A thin line runs through them. Yes, that's a thin line runs through them. Self-determination is a peaceful agitation to leave a country, while secession is forceful separation from an entity. People resort to secession where they are oppressed or the government is illegitimate, and also trying to play to the gallery and change narratives. That is what it is. This is where KANU and Igboho are different. Igboho eats the limelight with his exploits in Igboho, a community in your state. Yes, Ibarakba or thereabout, and its counterparts. That is what it is. In the heat of the herders and the farmers, herder and farmers clash, which erupted in the year 2020 2029, and Igboho came to limelight, and people start saying, who is this Yoruba activist, who is this Yoruba this activist? Yes, Igboho is the limelight with his exploit in Igboho, a community in Oyo State. In the heat of the herders and farmer skirmishes, he took sides with the farmers to chase out herders said to be wreaking havoc on the community. Igboho is battling for his release from custody in Cotonou. Benin Republic ran into trouble with the government, which saw him as an existential threat. Yes, the government of Buhari saw him as a threat, and his home in Soka, Ibadan, Oyo State capital, was invaded by security operatives in the wee hours of July 1st. Some of his properties, including vehicles, were destroyed. One of his cats was also taken away by the security agents who believed that it was Sunday Igboho who turned into a cat. Igboho fled the country, but he was arrested in Cotonou on his way to Germany. His arrest and detention over there yes, over there, did not stop him from challenging the legality of the invasion of his home. He also sought the damnation of the property of the Yorubas' struggle for self-determination. He won on both counts. Justice Akintola declared the agitation for self-determination as a legitimate. Yes, definitely, it's a legitimate goal or race, because it's embedded in the Constitution of Nigeria, either 1999 or which amended. According to him, Chief Sunday Adeyemo and his group have his right to self-determination and are free to hold their rallies as long as they are peaceful. Yes, self-determination is one of the fundamental human rights of the citizens that cannot be subjugated. His findings was premised on Igboho's request for a declaration that he and his Yoruba indigenous people have unquestionable and inalienable fundamental rights to peacefully campaign and seek self-determination of Yoruba tribe in Nigeria, and also lobby the legislature to amend the 1999 constitution as guaranteed by Article 20 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, Ratification and Enforcement Act. Laws of the Federation 2010, yes, 2010, and Article 3, 4, 7, and 18 of the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of the Indigenous People, thereby insulating a campaign for self-determination from criminal culpability. That simply means that yes, every Nigerian and every one have the right to secede, or rather, for self-determination, freedom of association. A declaration that the respondents resolve to prevent the applicants from propagating his belief in association with other like minds in creating a Yoruba nation and or Oduduwa Republic for his indigenous Yoruba people, and hunting him with gun with a view to arresting him dead or alive when he has not called for war in achieving same is against his fundamental rights to freedom of thought, conscience, and association, since campaign for self-determination is recognized by law and international treaties of organizations to which Nigeria belongs. Yes, international agreement which Nigeria belongs to, that is treaties, TREATIES. Yes, definitely. It is a landmark decision on vexed issues, which has been threatening the fabric of the society, and definitely the Buhari-led administration, tries. It's possible best to change the narratives and make sure no one, believe that they can self-determinant, or they can be self-determinant. Yes, and the president Buhari administration and the Fulani Kingsmen had already, believed that or made it known that nobody would, deem it fit to even succeed from Nigeria, because that's the narrative they have, created. And meanwhile, in the northern area of Nigeria, they are just not too educated, and they believe the southern people are still gullible as that. Yeah, that is what it is. Yes, there is a provision in the Nigerian constitution that self-determination is legal, and he who believes that he needs to be self-determinant would rather go for a peaceful or non-violent agitations, so they can hear their views. Yes, what really prompted Igboho and Nnamdi KANU to do all this is just because they believe that the southern people have been marginalized, and that is why they need to succeed. Yes, this is what has really bent on the southerners, either from the Igbo clan or the Yorubas. Yeah, this is what it is. Yes, I would like you to share your views in the comment section. Thanks for listening, and God bless.